Members of the Congress, I have the high privilege and the distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
Mr. Speaker, I mean to speak this evening. I mean to speak tonight of big things.
Congressional Brown-Nosing will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live.
It's Almost Live with Tracy Conway, Bob Nelson, Bill Nye, Bill Stainton, Steve Wilson, and Ed Wyatt, and starring John Keister. And here's the president.
Let me tell you something I've been thinking these past few months. I saw Elvis, and I use those words advisedly. It was the right thing to do, but this is no time to boast. We cannot repeat the mistakes made twice in this century. We cannot repeat the mistakes made twice. And finally, thank you, God bless you, and God bless...
so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, well, wow. You know, well, it's been quite a week here in Seattle, and of course, the big news. On Monday, Cairo TV fired Wayne Cody. Oh. I know. They said he just wasn't pulling his weight. There, you see? There it went. That is probably the last Wayne Cody joke that we're ever going to do. I mean, you know, we're going to have to lay off a few writers. I mean, we're devastated, you know. It's gotten me kind of worried because if they start kicking fat guys off the air, you know it's only a matter of time before they come after the bald guys. You know that. You know that. I'm worried. Sorry to see you go, Wayne. I really am. Anyway, in national news, President Bush tried to score some points, you know, in his State of the Union speech this week, but I think really his real mark on history might be the new Japanese word that was coined during his visit. Now, you may have read this article in the Times last week. It says that there's a new word in the Japanese language, that is, the word is bushishuru. There, that's the word. Now, that's it right there. What this word means, it means to go faint and throw up. Absolutely. Honest to God, that's true. I'm sure it's a word that's destined to be used a lot if Guns N' Roses ever tours Japan. But I say, hey, let's not let the Japanese build the best words. That's what the Almost Live crew said. So we put ourselves to work, and we came up with some new American words that we can be proud of. For example, to drink so much Schlitz at the tractor pull that you pass out is to kentificate. Okay? You get the idea here. A popular one there. I think a few people here are going to kentificate after the show, I can tell. To appear disoriented and shell-shocked is to be Boeing-faced. Okay? A dance popular in middle-sized cities with no culture is the Spokane can. To have sex repeatedly but not remember it is to Clintonate. Ooh. That's a good one, yes, a good one. Very alliterative there. Okay, to put really cool mud flaps on your truck is to Monroe-size it. Right, okay. Repeatedly slashing at the empty air with a piece of wood is called valiation. Okay, no, that's a way homer there. Let's go home and kentificate and get that one. All right, and finally, any group that wanders around confused with no apparent purpose. Sonics. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, now, Those are the correct words to use for those people, places, and things. And we place a big importance on being absolutely correct about things down to the last detail on Almost Live, because if we mess up, we have to answer to this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by for Billy Quan.
It's time for Mind Your Manners with Billy Quan. Today's episode, enter the Juggler.
You have ruined my enjoyment of this juggling virtuosity.
What?
Virtuosity. Go on, get out of here.
Oh, what's the matter? Don't you like popcorn? Here, give it a try. Yeah, these guys are pretty good.
You said it. Don't fill up on that stuff. Save room for a knuckle sandwich.
Oh, knuckles, huh? Try mine.
How about a drumstick, huh? Haven't you forgotten dessert? Oh.
No, not that. No. Wow. Whoa. You can't get me.
Must concentrate. Must time this perfectly. Now. Now, feel the sting of the club. Now then, on with the show.
Remember, kids, be like Billy. Behave yourself.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
Good evening and welcome to Face the Press. I'm your host, David Winston. Tonight, sex and politics. A few weeks ago, we told you about presidential candidate Senator Howard Downey and his alleged affair with former Start Search spokesmodel runner-up, Crystal Myers. Well, tonight we're pleased to have Senator Downey here with us to rebut these charges and discuss other issues in his campaign. Members of the press, Senator Howard Downey. It's very nice to have you here, Senator.
Good to be here, Dave. Good to be here.
And now, let us meet our distinguished Face the Press panel. First, from the Washington Post, Clifford Morton. From Rolling Stone magazine, Todd Morse. And finally, Senator Downey's wife, Evelyn.
Evelyn? Wait a minute, what? I wasn't told that Evelyn was going to be on the panel here.
See, the deal is the guy from the New York Times got sick, and your wife had some questions she wanted to ask you, so... Let's begin with Mrs. Downey.
What are you doing here?
Dear, I just wanted to give you a chance to make them stop talking about you messing around. Now, so did you do it or didn't you?
Now, honey, you see, we've put that behind us. The American people doesn't want to hear about that. They want to hear about my plan for getting the economy going again. Now, I've got the vision to...
But they want to hear you say it. So just say yes or no.
You see, my plan for economic reform is that this country has...
Yes or no?
No. No! 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 I would never step outside the marriage because you were the most perfect wife in the universe, okay? Okay?
Well, that really helps. That's just perfect.
Perhaps another question. Todd Morse from Rolling Stone.
Senator, have you heard Soundgarden's new album, Bad Motor Finger?
No, I haven't.
It's really good. You should get it.
Okay, fine. I'll get it.
I think you'll like that album. All right, a question now from the Washington Post.
Yes, thank you. Senator, could you outline your plan for the economy?
Gladly, gladly. Now, what this country needs is sustained growth, coupled with... what? What?
What?
No, not you. No, look, honey, I'm sorry, but don't you understand? We're supposed to be talking about things like the economy. This is, it's a press conference, you know? I mean, we're supposed to be talking about a press conference.
I just wish you would say that you didn't do it so we could get on with our lives. I mean, nobody believes it anyway. Those pictures of her and the star were so ugly.
Oh, yeah, she was hideous. Oh, yeah, almost as hideously ugly as Cindy Crawford is. You're hideously ugly Cindy Crawford.
I never said that Cindy Crawford was ugly. I just said that maybe she wasn't as attractive as, say, a young Katharine Hepburn.
Oh,
and she's not, but that's against the point. Is it yes or no?
No.
Look at me when you say that.
No.
Oh, my God.
Well, what? He just said no.
He had liar mouth.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Well, you see the way that his mouth kind of turns down at the corner? He was lying.
Oh, Evelyn.
Senator, what about this liar mouth?
I don't have liar mouth. I do not have liar mouth.
I saw it. You're busted, dude.
Oh. Listen, my plan on the economy...
There it is again. Liar mouth.
Now, is to compete in the international marketplace.
Yeah, I saw it that time, too. Yep.
We're going to have to reinvest in our own economy.
Liar.
And by that, we're going to have...
Liar.
Look, I am not lying. I'm talking about the economy. Shut up! Would you all just shut up?
Well, sir, that's all the time we have this week on Face the Press. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
Oh, Portland's playing. I want to see that game.
No, let's go back.
Look, volleyball.
Every time. Come on, go back. Just go back to the game.
No, I know it's
every single time.
No, I can find it. I can find it. I'll find it. There's Portland. There. Okay, here's volleyball.
Come on.
Jenkins, you little weenie, what is this?
The first quarter budget report, Mr. Stone.
No, you know what it is? It's garbage! That's what it is! You are worthless. Now, let me tell you something. You do that report over, you do it right, or don't even think about coming into work tomorrow, all right?
Yes, Mr.
All right!
Yes.
Now, as for you, Murphy, you little mama's boy, my dog could have done a better job on that Henderson contract than you did. You understand? I'm cutting your pay 20%, mister. And as for the rest of you, you all better work longer and you better work harder or you're all fired. Got it?
Yes, Mr. Stone.
You people make me want to puke.
You don't treat people that way.
I know.
You know, we're adults.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, did you guys hear? Stone's leaving. He got a job in New York.
No, really? God, that is great. It's going to be fantastic around here with him not here.
Unless they hire somebody worse.
Oh, come on. Nothing could be worse than Stone.
That's what we said when Reynolds left, remember? For some reason, this company likes to hire the meanest, most fear-provoking bosses they can find.
I mean, trust me on this, so nothing could be worse than Stone.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What's the matter?
I've just seen the new boss.
What? Oh, no. Worse than Stone?
How much worse?
Box of snakes.
Say Bob? Bob who?
No, not Bob. Box. A box of snakes.
Wait. I'm not following you here. What are you saying?
I mean, the new boss is a box of snakes.
Ted, the boss, wants to see you right away.
I cannot put up with Box of Snakes much longer. The stress is just killing me.
I hear they hired shards of broken glass to run accounting.
Yeah, and marketing's new boss is a female rhino protecting its young.
Ooh, that's rough. I've even been thinking about getting a job someplace else.
Hey, did you hear? A box of snakes just got a job in L.A.
Yo, that's great!
Right, unless they hire somebody worse.
That's impossible. I mean, they'd have to get...
Ladies and gentlemen, meet your new boss.
Hi, everybody. I think we're going to have a lot of fun working together. But before we get started, have you heard the good news about Amway?
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Husky defensive lineman Steve Emptman announced this week that he will turn pro next year. Emptman says that he'll miss the UW, but plans to purchase the school as a memento at the end of his first NFL season. Well, two kids from Bellevue admitted doing a drive-by shooting with pellet guns. They said they were getting back at a guy who sold them some bad frozen yogurt. Michael Jordan has asked the NBA to stop using his likeness on all league merchandise. Following Jordan's lead, Dan Quayle has asked to have his likeness removed from jars of Sunny Jim peanut butter. This way, okay. Right there? Fine, okay. A UPS professor says that this is the decade of the brain. Coincidentally, a Wazoo professor announced that this is a decade. Snohomish County will be adding fluoride to the water next month. In a related story, the city of Kent announced their plans to supplement their water with Budweiser. The Washington Redskins will appear on the new cover of boxes of Wheaties. The Seahawks will appear on boxes of Nuttin' Honey. Government regulators say First Interstate Bank's Mercer Island branch won't be allowed to open until First Interstate improves services to low and moderate income customers. In an effort to help diffuse the situation, First Interstate of Mercer Island recently lowered the price of chiclet gum near the door from 5 cents back down to a penny. Well, a bill proposed by the state legislature would make it illegal to join a gang with the intent of furthering the group's criminal activity. However, it still would be legal to join a gang in order to coordinate their charity drives and bake sales. Finally, there will be a meeting this Tuesday at the Renton City Hall to discuss 2 possible futures for downtown Renton. Residents will be asked to choose between a bulldozer or a few cases of dynamite. This has been the John Report. Thank you, and we'll be right back.
I think we got it now. No, I think that's plenty. I think that's perfect. That'll do it. I think we've got it.
All right. Well, that's just about all the time we have this week. I want to thank, before we go, I want to thank the Flying Karamazov brothers for allowing Billy Quan to invade their show there. We sort of made a mess of things, but it's all cleaned up, so you should really see their show. It's really amazing. Call the Act Theater for information. I think they're even held over a week. They're that cool. Yes, they're that cool. And so are we. So you want to come and see our show next week, because Bill Nye the Science Guy is going to be here, and he's saying something about a tornado of fire. So believe me, it's going to be life-threatening. That's all we know. And there's right there. Call the number for tickets, because we just have a great time down here, don't we? Isn't it phenomenal? There's validation. There's the validation I've been looking for all night. Okay, and we'll see you next week, so bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the sled. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza.